Place to be. Look, I'm waiting on YouTube. What you doing up there? Okay, I'm live. Greetings. How you doing today? Today is Testimonial Tuesday, and even though I wanted to give a little shimmy today, some music. Today we're gonna just dig right in, right? The digger part, digger. Goal is an acronym. Goal digger. Both of them are acronyms. Goal stands for GOAL, stands for generating an objective and ambitious lifestyle. And that's what I want for you. The digger part is more intense because that's where the action comes in. You're going to design a plan, implement strategies. You're going to grind daily and give it 100%. You're going to make sure it aligns with your purpose. Okay? And that's the digger part. We go diggers over here. And Testimonial Tuesday is all about transformation. It's all about transformation. I'm here with YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. All right. And that transformation on this day is to talk all about talking about your testimony, talking about what have you overcome. Now, we're in week 3 of my 12-week series, right? Um, week 1 was all about foundation. Week 2 was all about uh, not mindset. Oh, I got balloons over there. Um, week 2 was all about not mindset. I did this yesterday. It was all about clarity, clarity. And then now week 3 is about overcoming your fear, overcoming your fear, right? And today's topic will be facing the fear of failure. And I'm going to give you my testimony again. Look, my goal is to have speakers come on to give theirs, but I have so many testimonials, y'all. I'm telling you, personal testimonials, and I'm going to really um, dive in and give you, be transparent and let you know a story of mine, right? So again, the Testimonial Tuesdays, we bring powerful narratives from individuals who've conquered challenges, overcome obstacles, and achieved remarkable success. Okay, that is what Testimonial Tuesdays is all about. Okay, um, and again, like I said, welcome to Testimonial Tuesday. We're sharing my story about facing fears and achieving breakthroughs. Okay, because I've done so many of those. Um, and today we're going to kind of go a little deeper because I know I tell my story about different things, but I'm really going to share my fears or the fears that I had, or I say had. Sometimes they can still come back, but my fear was the fear of being perfect or showing that um, just that perfectionism. I was a people pleaser, right? I'm a server now, but what I'm saying, I wanted to please everybody. And so I feared not being perfect, not being good enough, you know? I mean, even when, and I gave you some examples. When I was younger, I was an honor student. I'm still an honor student because I'm always learning, but I was an honor student and I thought that, um, oh, being an honor student, lock this my grandchildren. They will come in here. But being an honor student, I thought that would give me some clout, with my mom. And I was like, okay, you doing because that's what I would expect for my children. I'm like, okay, you make good grades, you in there. Um, but you know, becoming a teenager or uh, when you get to a certain age, if you're a parent, you know about them teenager years. Well, I wasn't a parent then, but I had those teenage years with my parent, right? With my mom. And I just thought, okay, all I have to do is get good grades. So I was an honest student. But I didn't get the privileges that I wanted to have, right? You living in someone else's household is a little different. But I wanted my fear was, dang, I'm not good enough. What is going to make me good enough to please my mother? I thought it was the grades because she expressed that a lot. And going on even past that, as an adult, wanting to please other people until all the way until my children, wanting to be a perfect mama. It was always the perfectionism that I feared. I feared not being perfect. I feared not being good enough, right? That was one of my fears, or my most fear. Because even in relationships, you want to be that best wife. I wanted to be the best wife, um, and things like that. But you know, I didn't have any clue of how to be perfect. I didn't have any mentors. Not that there's a mentor of being perfect, because we put a lot on that perfectionism, being perfect. I didn't understand or overstand that at the time that there was no such thing, right? We can do our best, and that's all we can do. And that's what I started doing, right? I started just knowing I had to look in the mirror. I had to look in the mirror and overcome that fear, because I was just like, I need to be perfect. But I never could find that perfect being that I wanted to be. So I had to just overcome that. I had to um, kind of look myself in the mirror. It's a mirror right there, by the way. I had to look myself in the mirror and just know that I'm just not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I can't try to be perfect. I can only be me. I can only be me and do things like that the best with the best of my ability. I can only do the best of my ability, right? And with that being said, being trying to be perfect, sometimes it came with a lot of responsibility and or a lot of things that you accusations that you have to think up in your mind and say, look, I couldn't do it because of this. I can't do it. You make up excuses. You can make up excuses a lot of time. That fear will have you making up excuses of why you couldn't do it is because they wouldn't let you or something like that. And that's not the case. I had to really face myself with facing my fears, and I had to let myself know that I had to get the confidence that was needed in myself. I had to build confidence. I didn't know I didn't have a lot of confidence being scared of that fear of failure, right? This, like I said, this is my testimony. I hope somebody can hear me out there, But if not, hey, this is my testimony, right? I want you to put yours, and we'll get to that in the comment section, right? But my fear was just always wanting to please people and and just be perfect, right? But I had to realize I wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't a perfect daughter. I had my flaws, right? And because I don't blame my mom anymore, which by the way, now we have a great relationship, but because I don't blame her anymore for the downfalls that I was doing, because I was always pointing fingers. Like they say, when you point fingers, there's four. What is it? Four? Really three, because if you point fingers, it's like this. People say four pointing at you, but it's really three from where my hand sits. Okay. Um, and I had to look at myself. Them other three fingers that was pointing at me. I had to face myself and look at myself and say, "You are the problem." And I won't say problem. Pause due to poor connection. I'll say I was stopping me. I was stopping myself from being that great daughter, being and they're not even just the great daughter, just um, being that daughter that that can be relaxed now instead of trying to just worrying about being so perfect. Just like the mother, I may not be the greatest mother, in the world, right? But I'm the best mother that I can be with the things that I know and learn and have learned, which is the same with the daughter. So, um, with that being said, and I don't know, like I said, look at me right now. I don't know if you feel me. Well, it don't matter if you feel me or not, but I'm just saying that in the aspect of having that fear, because like I said, my fear, that's my fear. That was my fear until I started aligning myself and looking in the mirror and saying that I can change and overcome it and be the best person, whether it's mother, aunt, cousin, auntie, daughter. I can be the best person that I can be for myself that aligns with what I'm doing in my life and that that would align with me being that person for whoever needs me, right? And or whoever, not even just need me, but whoever is in my circle. That because I'm like I said with the mother, I'm responsible for a lot of lives, right? I have children and grandchildren. I'm responsible for a lot of lives. And so, like I said, I had to change that fear of being good enough to, or not even just good enough, but fear of failing to knowing that failure is a part of growing. Yeah, I may have did some things in my past that I'm not proud of, right? However, I know now those mistakes and I can go forward looking forward to the future of the new things that I'm going to implement in my life now. You know, it's a difference. It's a difference from what you did to what you're doing, right? You're doing so much more and so many different things that enhance your life, and I think that comes with age as well, because I can tell you sometimes like when we're in that younger age, that toddler age, and then we go through different stages in life. And I didn't understand that before. I understand that as a parent now, the different stages you go through life because of what I've seen my older children going through. They went through those different stages. So I got children that's in their 30s, you know. So then I got the 20s. I don't know the Gen X. I don't know all the names they could say for it. But then I got the teenagers still, and then I got my son, which is the youngest. And but I understand those stages now that you go through. And in life, I guess I'm saying this, in life, you're going to have different stages. Even when you become the age I am now, I'm 51, until, and I consider myself being wise, but I'm always growing. And I'm ready to elevate into that next stage. And as I um, evolve to the next stage, I become more wiser, more aware, and that fear decreases. I don't know if y'all feel me. Some of y'all gotta hear me out there. That fear that I had, that fear used to be up here to 100, but now that fear has gotten so quiet. It's gotten so quiet, y'all, and I have overcome that. So all I'm saying is, this is my testimony, and I'm letting you know that you can overcome your fears. I just wanted to give you that story because my testimonial, this is Testimonial Tuesdays here on Gold Digger. I am your accountability partner. I inspire and empower entrepreneurs to conquer their fears and gain the confidence that you need to take back control of your life and execute your goals through goal structure. And that's what I had to do. I had to take control of my life, right? That's what I had to do, is take that control, right? Um, and what else I want to say? So, what fear that you have conquered? Because I conquered that fear of wanting to be perfect and being, you know, worrying about what people think. As you can see, Because I'm here on live, not worried about editing. I'm just here giving it to you all, right? So, but with all fun aside, what fear have you conquered in the past, and how did it strengthen you? Because my fears strengthen me now to where you know, it's not that I don't care. It's just that that's not in the forefront of reality for me. That fear of knowing what people are wanting to impress, not even impress people, but wanting to worrying about what people think and trying to be perfect. That's not in my forefront. That's not what I uh, think about anymore because it ain't that I can care less. You don't want to say I don't care less. I care less. But it may just come with age that you just how those older people, older than me now, because you can go get my age, you ain't old. But the older people, then they just don't care what they say. They just say what they mean, sort of like children at a young age. They say the darndest things. Well, that's the point I'm at, and you can get to that point, because um, it's something bigger out there. Those little things we're scared and afraid of. You find that it's so small. It's so small. It's such a broad and bigger universe out there and so many things happening that you just realize that what you was thinking of that you couldn't do, sort of like if you um, couldn't. At one point, I used to rap, right? But I had anxiety in the middle of the crowd. My rapping skills is boom, but to get in a crowd of people and rap was just my fear. That was another fear of mine. I just couldn't. Uh, that's why I'm just glad I'm right here now because I probably should have used that one instead of saying the other one. But the fear, that anxiety getting in front of people and rapping or like now speaking, I got over that fear by doing these lives that I do now. But I'm just saying that anxiety that you may have, um, that fear. Then you learn later in life that um, you're anybody, the people that you wanted to impress or the people that you wanted to, uh, wanted you wanted to look at you in a certain way, in a certain manner that they're imperfect too, just like you, and they have their fears and they have their insecurities and things like that. They're no different than you. When you realize somebody is no different than you, then you can overcome a lot of the things that you are um, destined to do. Did I say that right? Overcome the things you're destined. Now you don't want to overcome the things. You want to do the things that you're destined to do, but you'll overcome that fear of doing it. Right? All right. So share your personal fear conquering story with me. Put it in the content comments. Share what you were afraid of or that something that you had a fear of, because I put it out there a couple of things about me. So I want you to share yours with me. And in conclusion, I want to let you know that your story of courage is unfolding. What chapter will you write today? Because you're in control of your life. What's your story? All right. With that being said, I want to also state that exercise your mind, your body, and your spirit, right? Let's meditate. Let's read. And reading, and I say let's read, but I want you to know, let's read the right things. I'm reading the book. Can I find it? It's in there. But Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. I'm empowering my spirituality. There's a lot of comedic laws that she teach in there that I want to learn. That I want to be um, in tune with, right? And I say that I'm reading that book, and uh, gonna read it in 3 months. But then I think as I was reading it, I learned that it may take more than that. Not because I'm not reading enough pages, because I want to read, but I want to consume the information as well. I want to uh, get everything that I can out of what she's giving. So sometimes, as I was reading, sometimes you may need to manifest and not manifest, but meditate and do the things that are in that book too. You need to really set back and be that student and and I won't say learn, but and really absorb the information. So even though before I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get through this book in 3 months," I'm gonna take it in and let it do. I'm gonna let it come to me as it does because that's my one of my biggest goals this year is my spirituality to get back in tune with it, right? So anyway, exercise your mind, your body, your spirit. Walk more, just do more. Today I missed my workout, but I'm about to get off this call and I'm about to go ahead and do my work. Okay, get it in. I'm about to get it in. So that's what I'm about to do. And your mind, your body, your spirit. Like I say, meditation. I do wake up, have a routine about what you're going to do about your mind, your body, and spirit. Really, it's you just got to put it into your routine. Okay. But with that being said, it's your girl Queen Serene, and what? You know what it is. I'm out. Peace. Oh, it's okay. Peace, Instagram, and you, Facebook. I'm finished with you. YouTube. Let go. Let go. And let go. All right.